expected to be in that front group. St. X usually wearing the yellow and green. The projected top team coming into today's race.
Where and when are they giving out like the team awards for top two?
Team awards at the SWAC's tent, and you can grab them whenever you would like to.
Which tent is that?
SWAC's tent are going to be adjacent to the white tents.
Like on the other side?
Along the main path.
Okay, there.
So when you're walking up to this limestone path and you turn right to get on the main one, it's going to be right there as you're walking to the start.
Okay.
Several pairs of eyeglasses.
Right now?
Had a couple of pairs of eyeglasses turned in, one pair of sunglasses, a couple of lens caps from cameras. So if you are trying to locate those and do not have them, just come up to the outside door. You can identify and know yours, and certainly would love to give it back to you. Athletes are making their way now. What we consider the north part of the course. Beginning to get a breakaway here before gentlemen. Like in Kobe Yates, Marshall County, and Sandy the same.
J.P. Newman of Montgomery Bell Academy and his teammate Gabe Guillaume Mondegui. Again, we will get clarification of that once we get to the first timing mat, which is at 2.1 kilometers. So that'll be about 1.25 miles into the race. Again, gentlemen are contesting 5K, 3.1 miles. Expect our winners to come in right around 15 minutes flat, give or take a few seconds. And they should.
Making their way down this downhill, sharp right down what is
Bill Knopf's corner,
So the SWAC's tent is going to be
which will be about 300 meters from when they started. And the mile mark's right around that corner. We'd expect our leaders to be reaching that point somewhere around 4:45. And we're now at 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Get a reminder, our next race will be the Women's Invitational 5K, the High School Girls Invitational 5K at 1:30, current time 1:05. 4 minutes and 42 seconds at the mile, very close to what we anticipated from the performances of the young men coming into today's meet. And Kobe Yates, typically wearing the orange and blue of Marshall County, and Nick Sanders, the yellow and green or golden green of St. X. Also, their respective schools expected to be among our top 10. The 2.1 kilometer mark, J.P. Newman of Montgomery Bell Academy, Nick Sanders of St. X, Gabe Yolundegi of Montgomery Bell,
25 or 130.
Trace Marshall of Winfield. Those are your top four. They've got a couple seconds separation from Grant Greenwell of Bethlehem, who runs fifth. And then give it about another 6 seconds back to Landon Higdon of Webster County. Peter Bastakis of Charleston Catholic. Matthew Frick of St. X and Rick Mashindi of South Odom. Those are the top 10 gentlemen as we came through the 2.1 kilometers. So they're now just about halfway through the 5K race. At the 2.1 kilometer mark, St. X, local hometown school, currently your leaders. Point totals are changing as schools get 5 runners across the timing mat, which is located at the 2.1 kilometer split. Looks like St. X up by about 30 points on Science Hill. McDowell 10 and Montgomery Bell Academy are battling very closely for third and fourth. So it's St. X by about 30 points on Science Hill. Science Hill about 20 points up on McDowell, 10, and then a couple points back to Montgomery Bell Academy. And as you come down to the finish line area, you can be on either side of the white fencing, but as the lead vehicle begins to bring them down that final home stretch, which is about 300 meters of slight downhill from where the tennis and pickleball courts are located, they will then close the pathway on the limestone path to make sure that the runners have a clear path all the way to the finish. So just make sure you get to which side you would like to get. Our time is 1:10, so 20 minutes for the Varsity Girls Invitational 5K. Again, athletes, make sure you've got those timing chips on your racing shoe. Make sure you can use either foot, but make sure that timing chip is securely fastened. And make sure you got your running number on the front of your jersey. 9:15, the split at 3 kilometers. So our lead athletes are now better than halfway through. And again, St. X continues to lead Science Hill, McDowell 10, and Montgomery Bell Academy. Those are your current top 4 schools. We'll get a next split, which will give us updates on what order the athletes are in and what the team scores are. Nick Sanders of St. X has now taken to the lead. He came through 2 miles at 9 minutes, 47 seconds. And then again, you have a pair of Montgomery Bell Academy gentlemen there, J.P. Newman, Gabe Guillaume-Mondegi. And then Winfield's Trace Marshall, Grant Greenwell of Bethlehem. Those are your top 5 as they went through the halfway point. Our next timing update is at the 3.9 kilometer, which should be coming up in a couple of minutes.
Up on the mic.
They overlap the 2.1 and 3.9, so there's only 2.1 split.
Only 2.1. Okay, thank you.
You're good. Correction there. We just have the update timing at the 2.1. So again, at the halfway point, we gave you what the top 10 runners were and the top 4 schools. And as they enter that second half of the race, could be some changing there. Still a very close battle, especially for the second, third, fourth place teams, just a few points apart. Your lead runners just a few seconds apart as well.
Yeah, you were calling to me. I see you. I remember seeing it. Yeah, I saw him at
And we're at 12 minutes into the race, so they're going to be now in that final half mile. Again, Nick Sanders of St. X had the lead at the halfway point. And his fellow Tiger teammates as a team were leading by about a 30-point margin at that halfway point.
I was trying to tell you about personnel leaving, assistants.
So glad you're with us today here at EP Sawyer State Park. 24th edition. Rides Louisville Cross Country Classic. 6 collegiate races take place. Beginning at 9 a.m. this morning. Time yesterday afternoon with our kindergartners through 5th graders who ran in their respective divisions. Now we're to our final races on day 2, which will be high school boys and girls 5K and 2 different races for each gender, and then our concluding races for the middle school boys and girls. Day 2, which will be high school boys and girls 5K and 2 different races for each gender, and then our concluding races for the middle school boys and girls. We're now in the final 400 meters. We should be seeing a lead gator coming down the final straightaway. Make sure you're on whichever side of the finish line you would like to be on. They will close the gates once that lead vehicle
Was close to that location, about 200 meters from the finish. And we want to thank all of our volunteers, officials, and those who have assisted us both today and yesterday. Special shout out to our U of L Health Sports Medicine team that's been here yesterday and today, especially under hot conditions. That usually creates a little more stress on the runners, and they've done a grand job of making sure that they are able to attend to any medical issue that may arise. Here comes the lead vehicle. We're 200 meters from the finish, and this is Nick Sanders of St. X. And Nick Sanders of St. X will be across the line first. And then our two gentlemen from Montgomery Bell Academy. We'll see what the order of finish was there. It was J.P. Newman second. His teammate Gabe Guillemondegui was third. Trace Marshall of Winfield was the gentleman there in fourth. Winning time 15:26.9 for Nick Sanders of St. X. Fifth place, you just saw him cross the line from Bethlehem High School, Grant Greenwell. In top 25 will earn individual awards, top 2 teams. Aiden Nibalski of Jackson in at 6th. 7th place, Peter Bezdekas of Charleston Catholic. Matthew Frick of St. X, 8th. Landon Higdon, Webster County, 9th. Nate Wheatbrock of Liberty Winsville was 10th. Michael Strausser of Lebanon, 11th. Rick Mashindi, South Oldham, 12th. Troy Zorick of Bridgeport, 13th. Will Barton, Charleston Catholic, 14th. Sam Schweikart of St. X, 15th. Mason Ellis of Eastern, 16th. Samuel Clonch of Highlands Latin, 17th. Nate Meisner of Jackson was 18th. Lynn Humphrey of Montgomery Bell Academy, 19th. Oliver Jameson of Science Hill, 20th. Caleb Kaufman, McDowell 10, 21st. Chase Wendell of Jackson, 22nd. Austin Sarver of Lebanon was your 23rd place finisher. Samuel Vandewater of Campbell County was 24th. And our top 25 final award for 25th will go to Samuel Ansbury of Lebanon at 16 minutes 53.5. Very tight battle for the team race as it tightened up over the last half. We'll need to wait for a few more teams to populate their score, and until 5 or more runners from a team finish, they do not factor into the team's scoring. But obviously, once that 5th runner crosses the line, then that will change our team scores. And the race definitely did tighten up quite a bit over that last mile in particular. These are not official team results yet, because again, you'll see them changing there on the video board, or if you're following along on flashresults.com, clicking under the team scores, you'll see that it looks to be St. X going to edge out Montgomery Bell Academy. Those appear to be your top 2 teams, with Lebanon 3rd and Jackson 4th. As far as a team score goes, St. X, their top 5 runners were 1st, 6th, 11th, 22nd, and 28th. For Montgomery Bell, they went 2, 3, 14, 32, 33. Lebanon 8, 18, 19, 24, 31, and Jackson went 4, 13, 17, 29, 48. So again, St. X, while the scores aren't final, they're getting close to being official for the front teams or the top teams. Looks like St. X is going to have about a 15-point advantage on Montgomery Bell. And then Montgomery Bell about 15 points on Lebanon in 3rd, about the same number to Jackson in 4th. Again, top 2 teams. Coaches can pick up the award for their team at the Swag Sports tent along the main limestone path. Top 25 individuals, once we have final results, which should be 5 to 10 minutes after the final runners cross the line, those top 25 individuals that we have called out, you can pick up your commemorative long sleeve t-shirt at the finish line under the white canopy tent where we have the announce. Michaela Morton of the Louisville Sports Commission will be proud to give you that award for your achievement today. Make sure you check out the event shirts that are available to everyone at the Fine Design pop-up tent along the grass fields about 50 yards from the finish line. They've got the yellow feather banners. Make sure you check out our title sponsor, Swags. They've got all your running needs at their pop-up tents along the main limestone path. I saw pass by there earlier. They've got a lot of different running shorts, running shirts, running socks, spikes, training shoes, and again, all sorts of items that any of us as runners, walkers, or enthusiasts, fitness enthusiasts, can enjoy and benefit from. So please check out the Swags Sports Shoe Pop-Up Tent. Again, there are cold drinks and food items at our food truck, which was located just after you entered from the main parking lot on the limestone path. Time is 1:20, 10 minutes from our girls' invitational race. Let's give you a little bit of preview for the high school girls' invitational 5K. The top teams expected in the girls' race will be Liberty Wentzville out of Missouri, Father Tolton Regional Catholic High School, also out of Missouri, Lebanon High School of Ohio, Bridgeport Senior High out of West Virginia, McDowell 10 out of Pennsylvania, Science Hill High School out of Tennessee. Your hosts for this afternoon's race is the Eastern High School here from Louisville, South Warren, of course, in Kentucky, as well as Campbell County and Harlan County. Those are expected to be your top 10 teams just based on race projections from results that the meet management put together for today's race. Some of the top young ladies you want to be looking for, the Macy Moore out of Webster County, Bella Navarro Sanchez out of Liberty Wentzville High, Mari Lane out of Science Hill, Lila Dunleavy out of Campbell County, Ariel Solario out of Bridgeport Senior, Angelina Catone out of Father Tolton Regional Catholic High School, Kaylee Lawrence from that Liberty Wentzville team, Ellie Lucas of Father Tolton, Brianna Hillock of Adair County, and Gemma Harkins of Eastern High School, Madison Hunt of Harrison County, Lauren Dever of McDowell 10, Kaylin Burton of Liberty Wentzville, Abigail Torman of St. Albans, Anna Bennett of St. Mary's, Emma Nabalski of Jackson High, Avery Reese of Father Tolton, Kendall Hoffel of Lebanon, Sarah Kesterson of Father Tolton, and Paisley Stone of Webster County. Again, based on previous race performances, are 20 of the athletes that you should be seeing in the front part of the race. Again, that girls varsity race now just 5 minutes away. All of our girls invitational 5K runners should be in the start area. They will receive their final instructions from our starters today, Rich and Carol Breyer.
It's not because when you're wearing spikes.
We try.
Invitational that just concluded. Again, Nick Sanders of St. X, the individual winner of 1526.9. Our 25th and final award winner individually was Samuel Ansberry of Lebanon at 1653.5. Again, those top 25 young men give us about another 5 to 10 minutes, and you'll be able to come to the awards area at the finish line to pick up your commemorative shirt for your top 25 finish. Top 2 teams are going to be St. X of Louisville, Montgomery Bell Academy. So again, the coaching staff at St. X and Montgomery Bell Academy. Give us a few more minutes, and then you can pick up your team award at the Swag Sports Shoes pop-up tent on the main limestone path.